Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. For those of you who do not know who we are or it is your first time here, we are the Strong in Second Grade team. We are a group of Title I second grade teachers who decided to start this company for the kiddos who are feeling lost in school and for the teachers who want to reach them. A lot of the materials that we make are useful for kids who are on grade level, absolutely in love with school. The system supports how they do school. Kids who are in that space can absolutely access these materials. But really, these are intentionally designed to engage kids who have been checked out year after year and oftentimes get overlooked. So think about your kids who might have big behaviors, or they might show disinterest in school and they're only in second grade, or they've got a lot going on in their lives and honestly school is the last thing on their mind. They're just getting dropped off or they're walking here because they have to, not because they want to. So we are intentionally making activities that are going to draw out those kids and give them some space for leadership, give them some space to build their confidence in who they are as a learner. And so a lot of these may seem silly, or they may just seem really extra or overly trendy, but honestly, that's what gets kids excited. So right now I'm making a back to school activity. This is a activity that I'm going to be using the first day of school. This upcoming school year, I am going to be more intentional than ever about doing a small group literacy differentiation center every single day, starting from the first day of school. And luckily for me, I have a really great curriculum that I'm able to follow. And also, lucky for me, I teach at a school where I already know all of my students who I'm going to have this upcoming school year. I've already built relationships with them. I know their parents really well, so it's easy for me to hop in day one and kind of launch into curriculum while still doing community building. If you are a first year teacher elsewhere or the design of your community is a little bit different, I suggest maybe taking some caution to hopping in the first day. Honestly, whatever your admin team and your team teachers and honestly your teacher gut is telling you to do, that's how I would proceed. For me personally, I go in hot and heavy first day, routines, expectations, and then hopping into learning. I think it's so important to set that tone for your classroom. But anyway, I'm making this activity for the first day of school. After I teach Skills 1, Lesson 1 in my curriculum, I'm going to pull small groups and do this activity. I'm actually thinking about making 4 copies of the game board, 4 to 5 copies, so I can have 5 groups all doing this small group activity. So kind of more like stations, but with the same activity. I think it would be so helpful for kids to be able to do this. Also, it gives them a little bit of time to build community. They're going to be working in groups on that first day. It's very simple, very straightforward, very low risk. You're not going to be embarrassed because you don't know these words. These are CVC words and you're practicing them in a second grade classroom. So for the kids who are going to be able to be more independent, they'll have that independent small group station within their own table group. At least that's what I'm thinking for my first day of school. So I'll make sure to report how that actually goes in my classroom when school starts in August. But I'm so excited to have all these school supplies themes. I put in a pencil, a composition notebook, a crayon box. I believe that I also put in, a crayon box. Oh, I put in, I think, glue and potentially another individual crayon. So I think that it's gonna get kids really excited, especially on that first day. Okay, so we have now made it to my favorite part of the process, which is cutting things out. I swear, y'all, it is so therapeutic. Like, I don't know what it is about like the snip of the scissors while listening to a podcast or the Bible, but it is the most therapeutic thing ever. Today, I'm listening to a podcast called For the Gospel. Um, it is the speaker of the podcast is Costi Hen. I think that's how you say his name. But For the Gospel is a really great resource, and they talk about anything and everything. You know, a lot of the topics, if you are a churchgoer, that people tend to avoid talking about on Sunday services, he addresses with like a diverse set of guests, and it's really inspiring. So I've probably gone through like 10 of those episodes today while working on various things. I'm also listening to Matthew 18 because it's where I am with my Bible study, and it helps me to listen to the chapter before I go in and study it. So if you are going to be cutting out these resources, hopefully after you purchase them, then I recommend you getting on a good podcast, or honestly just sitting in silence, having some time to reflect about life or your classroom or your career or how you're doing internally. All of the above. That's what I do while I cut. So enjoy. We are now down to the final portion of the process. Well, at least the product creation and posting process. After this, I do a bunch of different social media things to try and market my product and just let more people know where to find it and how to buy it. Now, while I was doing this particular TPT product listing, I found a couple really important errors, and so that's why I think it's so important to follow the same workflow process each time, because when I went in to post my product, I realized that my table of contents was kind of wonky. Like, I had information from my previous products table of content still in my finalized document that I had uploaded to TPT. So after you see me uploading the preview and uploading the main product, you'll see me going in and deleting it, editing it, and then re-downloading it again, just so that everything is accurate. When I do a TPT post, I make sure to be as detailed but not as lengthy. So like, you want to make sure you got the information in there for the people to read and get the gist of it, but you don't want to go on and on and on about like everything that's in your product, because teachers have eyes and brains and they can just put two and two together. So I make sure that my descriptions are more on that level than incredibly detailed and like I'm basically putting a dissertation in the website. So that's my recommendation to you. After I publish my TPT materials, I always make sure that I go back and look at what it looks like after it's posted. So I put on my customer goggles and then I look through and see that everything makes sense. If it doesn't, like you see here, I go back and edit it, resubmit it again, and I call it a day. Thank y'all so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below any videos that you would like me to make or any resources that you would like for me to make, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.